Hey there, I'm John Siskovich, and we are in my brooder today talking about brooder spacing. How much space do the birds need? What do they need when they're just starting? What do they need when they get bigger? And what do they need? We'll see if it would have been great if it auto transitioned when they go out there in the grass. All right, let's flip it around, get this video going. So what I plan for in the brooder is half a square foot per bird for total brooding space. But that comes with a caveat. When they are smaller and younger and more likely to pile up or get lost or get confused, I give them a smaller amount of space. Then I have this wall, which isn't anchored into the ground at all. It just has these feet, right? And I can take that wall up and give them the space that I'm standing in. And then they have plenty more space. This entire brooder space, let me walk out the door and see if I can give you a better view, is made for about 200 chickens. There's 80 in there. So usually I keep them in this space like 2 days, and then I give them this much space depending on the time of year and the ambient temperature, depending on how warm or cool I want to keep them. It's part of my heat strategy. But you could start with as little as a quarter square foot per bird per day and then expand it from there. As they grow and go into pasture, Jeff Maddox told me that you have 1 square foot per 4 pounds live weight per animal per day on grass. But we're talking about brooder space today. But they're all napping now. They're all cute. I've had the door open and I've been talking. They got all excited. Baby chicks look dead when they sleep. You'll walk in and you'll see, it's generally when they're a little hot. But when they get all comfortable and lay down at night, they like splay out. And you're like, oh no, oh my birds, are you okay? And then they'll all get up and start walking around again. But if you only have a few birds, you only need a little bit of space. And you just gradually expand it as they grow and get feisty and run around. And then in a future video, we're going to talk about this door and the outdoor space that we provide for our birds when we give it to them and why we use it. So we're going to flip this around. I think this was a nice short video for total brooder space. And yeah, let's close it up. All right, so let's summarize here. I have a smaller space for my birds, about a quarter square foot per bird. And I have a fake wall here that I can get rid of to get them into more space. And then possibly the most important thing is a viewing area where you can walk in, get out of the rain. My kids can stand here, other people's kids can stand there, and have it so they're not in with the birds unless they are supervised or know what they are doing. So we start with a smaller space, bring them to a bigger space. And the thing that I didn't mention when I was on the other side of the camera, which I should have, is you see the manila color all along the wall. That is these plastic sheets. And I took that plastic sheet, and you can see it really well right here. And I made this curvy so it's not a 90-degree angle. And all my corners are rounded. You know, you can make a perfectly round space with no corners whatsoever, but I have found the way I've rounded this off maximizes my square footage on the ground, but also rounds the corners off. Why you do that is if they get cold, scared, excited, whatever, they don't run over to the corner, that sharp corner, and pile on top of each other and suffocate the birds on the bottom. Nothing is more depressing than coming in and a light got burnt out or you didn't turn it on or whatever happened and they all huddled into a corner, and then you have a couple dead baby chicks underneath for something that you could have easily fixed by having enough space and the proper space, not for you as a human, but for them as chickens. And that's what we are optimizing for, chicken happiness. Right now, those are some happy, sleepy chickens. They're like, you have been shooting videos in here for 20 minutes. Can you please shut up and go away? All right, I'm gonna let them nap. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the YouTubes, and yeah, probably see you tomorrow. Okay.